So at the end of the day, honestly, the most important thing is just you and God in your relationship together. It's very important that, even though we fall into like, okay, I'm gonna embrace culture, I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna do my thing, but we also gotta remember that we have to stay connected with God. No matter what we're doing, that if we stay connected with Him, we can be outside and we can follow pop culture, we can follow the trendy things, but we gotta remember that we gotta glorify God while we're doing those things, and that we are in this world and we're not of it though. So that when we see we're outside, we're like, yo, this cat looks just like me, she looks just like my girlfriend, she looks just like the people that I'm around, but she looks different, there's something different about her, and it's just because you have that love of God in you, so it makes a difference in you. So we can be the same people out there, but our relationship with God is going to make a big difference. So today we kind of just want to talk about 4 major keys that you guys can take home that we can all kind of debate on about how embracing culture is important and how we can get by, and if it's something that we struggle with, and sometimes maybe we embrace it too much and we fall into areas like, oh, I messed up, or we don't embrace it too much and we catch ourselves criticizing, we catch ourselves judging. Because I know I've been there. Sometimes you think the worst of somebody when you see them from first time, but they end up being probably the sweetest or most best person you ever met. So it's very important to have some keys to think about when you start embracing this type of thing. First one I would be is just be yourself. Yes. Be yourself. I don't know about y'all, but I think back in the day, it's something that I struggle with a lot, because there's that certain, persona you had to follow when you became a Christian. I had to wear little ties, little, round shoes and stuff like that. We had to make sure that we looked a certain type of way to be considered Christian, but something that nowadays I can really embrace is be like, let me be myself. God gave me my own gifts. God gave me my own talents. I have my own personality. Let me embrace that and glorify God and reach more people with the person I am, instead of trying to stunt and be like somebody I'm not. So it's very important, just be yourself. Yes.
Yeah, and then going along with that, definitely a major key that I put into my life, and I hope that many others can put into their life as well, is put God at the center of your life. Yes, embrace your trends, embrace who you are, be who you are, but put God at the center of it, because you can be in the world and be following the trends, but like Jorge said, if you're not of it, you put God at the center of your life, so everything that you're doing is to glorify His name, and absolutely every single decision that you make with God at the center of it is going to be a great decision.
Yeah, I think a little thing to add in right there is if you have Him first, you don't got to worry about backsliding. You don't got to worry about maybe if you're listening to certain type of things or following certain media pages, you're not going to backslide because you have Him in the center. Elvin?
Yeah, one big key is also knowledge. I'm just playing with you guys, but
knowledge is power.
Yeah, knowledge. That's something really important for a lot of people, because if you're not constantly speaking with God, if you don't have that communication with Him, then it's gonna be really rough when those hard times gonna hit you. Then you're gonna feel like there's no way out. And honestly, once you speak to God, once you pray, pray at least an hour or something, or not an hour, but 5 minutes if you can, but at least put in that prayer time.
It'll make a difference.
Yeah,
be consistent.
Make a big difference.
Major key is be consistent.
Yes.
I think the hardest thing that we were talking about a few hours ago is that it's hard to pray.
Yeah,
it's hard to pray, but you just got to be consistent with it. Talk to God. Let Him know what's going on, whether it's just for 5 minutes or for 2 minutes in your day. But tell Him, hey God, this happened. I'm frustrated right now. I can't even sit down and talk to you right now, but this is what I'm on my, that's on my mind. Take care of it and just open up to Him.
Because it'll absolutely ease your mind, and it'll take that weight off your shoulders, because that's what God's there for. He's there to have our backs, and like I said, if He's at the center of your life, there's absolutely nothing that He can't do to help you lift yourself up.
Yeah, and also with the knowledge part, we see a lot of stuff going on in society. We see if you try to do certain things, somebody's always going to tell you, well, you're wrong because of this, you're wrong because of that. They try to justify the way that you think or the way that you act, right? So, when we're living that Christian life, at times there are going to be a lot of people who are going to come to you and say a lot of negativity stuff. They're going to probably say, well, how can you believe in this God that, does all these bad things and all this stuff and make people suffer and all that? But it's up to you now to actually, we have to read the Bible. The Bible is one of the biggest key that God left for us, a manual for us to look at everything he did throughout history, and for us to really know it, for us to like, know that this is the book of encouragement, and also, if you really think about it, this is the Google that God left us.
That's where we find the answers.
That's where you find everything.
It's important to have that knowledge because you won't be deceived. It's your counselor when things get rough. You know where to look at. It tells you, okay, this is the promises that God has for me. So I know that I won't, when things get tough on me, I know I can look at this and know that I'm good.
Yes.
And that kind of falls into the fourth one that we're gonna say. And the last one is just don't give up. I think a lot of people say that Christianity, it's like this big happy-go-lucky life. It's like things are gonna be awesome, stuff like that. And the truth is, we all know it's not. Being a Christian is hard. Especially in today's time, there's so much things out there that come and tempt you. There's people at work, that you want to turn up on sometimes. So you got to hold yourself back. You're like, oh, I can't handle that right now,
Yeah.
There's times where we're dealing with, constant struggles at home, family issues, or just, friends issues, stuff like that. And, it's hard to stay holy. It's hard to not want to get mad. It's hard not to want to get in a fight. It's hard not to, be depressed, get sad. There's so many emotions that we cross throughout the day with situations that happen to us. But I think it's very important for us just to be consistent and not give up. Know that God got us.
Yes.
That, even though something comes and hits us and knocks us down, get back up. God is there to forgive us. If we messed up, we got to know that if we sincerely apologize, He forgives us. That there's no other price to pay, just asking for forgiveness. And I think that when we keep God in the center and that we keep that consistency, we understand that it's going to be easier to keep getting back up and not allowing the devil to toy with us and play around with us, and just being more strong in the way we do things and our beliefs. I don't know about y'all, but
Yeah, we're human. We're gonna mess up and mess up and mess up over and over again. But that's just how we know that we have a God, or we should just know that we have a God that's so big and His grace is so big for us, and He just loves us so much that there's absolutely nothing that we can do that's gonna push us away from Him. And keeping that strength, knowing that your faith in Him is stronger than anything that this world's gonna come at you with. Philippians 4:13, the verse that absolutely everybody knows. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. You can do absolutely anything you want, anything you need, anything that you need to lift yourself back up through Christ, because He will keep you strong always.
Yes. I think it's very important that we understand that things are going to get tough. Life ain't going to be easy, but we got to understand that God's going to be with us and that He has control over all situations. So if you are struggling, if you have backpedaled, hey, get back up. Don't give up, and don't allow yourself to be, washed around by the things out there. Understand that God has a purpose for your life, and that it's more important than anything else out there. So,
sorry about that.
Yeah,
there's one big thing that we also gotta remember too. Not to give up, and if you feel lonely, because I know a lot of times we probably feel like. We don't have nobody there for us, we probably have problems with our families, or we don't have so much friends at school or whatever, but, we also got to remember this is one important thing that happened to me, for me to actually understand this, because I felt alone a lot of times before, and you always got to remember that God is your best friend, He's always going to be there, like these guys were saying, and that, He's going to be a friend that you're never going to lose His friendship. If you lose it, that's because you want to kind of get away from it, but other than that, He's never going to say, hey, I don't want you to be my friend anymore. He's always going to be there for you.
He's always going to be waiting for you with open arms.
Exactly.
Like, you know what, even though we can be unfaithful, He's always faithful. And that's something that we can all say we've seen or been a part of. So God is wonderful, and don't allow yourself to be worked up by the stuff out there. I think that's it for us today. We're talking about culture and how we can embrace it as Christians and why it's important. And also with embracing that culture, how can we stay firm in our faith when things get tough and when we start to struggle? So thanks for tuning in, y'all. We appreciate the love and support. We ask that you guys just let us know and give us some feedback. This is just the first of many episodes, and also we'll have different divisions of Spanish videos, English videos, testimonies. So we hope that you guys can tune in and get more involved with us. Follow us on social media.
If you guys have any more major keys that might help us out or might help anybody else watching this video out, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. That way we can all share and live those major keys in our lives as well.
Yeah, guys. So peace.
Until next time.
Bye.